Imagine checking into a hotel for just one night and never being seen alive again. Now imagine that days later, the only clue left behind is a surveillance video so disturbing that people are still trying to decode it more than 10 years later. A young woman enters an elevator alone late at night. At first, nothing seems unusual. But then, she starts pressing nearly every button inside the elevator. The door refuses to close. She steps outside nervously, looks down the hallway, left, right, again and again, almost like she's hiding from someone standing just outside the camera's view. But here's the terrifying part. When investigators later checked the footage carefully, they found no one there, no person, no movement, nothing. So what exactly was Elisa Lam looking at that night? Was she running from someone? Was she suffering from a psychological breakdown? Or did something happen inside that hotel that still hasn't been fully explained? Because only days after this footage was recorded, Elisa Lam was found dead inside the hotel's rooftop water tank. And even today, millions of people believe this case still doesn't make sense. Tonight, we dive into one of the internet's most disturbing cases.
The mysterious case of Elisa Lam.
Welcome to the Dark Frame.
February 19th, 2013. A maintenance worker climbs onto the rooftop of a hotel in downtown Los Angeles after guests begin complaining about the water supply. Some guests say the water tastes strange. Others complain about a dark color and unusual smell. At first, hotel management assumes it's only a technical issue. But when the worker opens one of the rooftop water tanks, he freezes. Inside the tank, floating in complete darkness, is the body of 21-year-old Elisa Lam, a Canadian university student who had vanished nearly 3 weeks earlier. But this case would not become famous because of the body. It became famous because of a video. A surveillance video that millions of people still analyze today. The footage shows Elisa Lam entering an elevator late at night. At first, everything appears normal. Then suddenly, her behavior changes. She rapidly presses multiple elevator buttons. The elevator door refuses to close. She steps outside, looks down the hallway, left, right, again and again, as if she's hiding from someone or something. Then she begins making strange hand gestures in the hallway before eventually walking away forever. Investigators later confirmed something terrifying about the footage. No other person appears anywhere outside the elevator. The hallway is completely empty. And that single detail transformed a tragic death into one of the internet's most disturbing mysteries. To understand what really happened to Elisa Lam, you first have to understand who she was before the world turned her into a mystery. Elisa Lam was born in Vancouver, Canada. Friends described her as intelligent, creative, and emotionally sensitive. She loved books, photography, writing, fashion, and traveling. Online, she shared deeply personal thoughts through Tumblr posts and digital journals. Some entries were hopeful and cheerful. Others revealed emotional struggles she had battled privately for years. Elisa suffered from depression and bipolar disorder, a condition capable of causing severe emotional swings, paranoia, impulsive actions, confusion, and episodes disconnected from reality. Despite those struggles, Elisa wanted independence. In early 2013, she began a solo trip across California. It was supposed to be an adventure. She visited beaches, bookstores, cafes, and tourist attractions. She photographed nearly everything she saw. And throughout the trip, she remained in regular contact with her parents. Everything seemed normal until she arrived in downtown Los Angeles. That's where Elisa checked into the Cecil Hotel. And the moment she entered that building, the story became darker. Because the Cecil Hotel already carried one of the most disturbing reputations in America. Opened in 1924, the hotel was originally designed as a luxury destination. But over the decades, the surrounding neighborhood became associated with violence, drugs, crime, and poverty. And slowly, the hotel itself became connected to death. Multiple suicides occurred inside the building. Guests died under mysterious circumstances. Violent crimes were linked to rooms inside the hotel. Even serial killers reportedly stayed there during different periods of its history. Locals began calling it cursed. Whether those stories were exaggerated or not, the Cecil Hotel already felt unsettling long before Elisa Lam arrived there. At first, Elisa was assigned to a shared hostel-style room inside the hotel. But according to reports, her roommates soon began complaining about her behavior. Some later claimed Elisa acted strangely. Others said she left bizarre notes and made them uncomfortable. Eventually, hotel staff moved Elisa into a private room alone. At the time, nobody considered it important, but after her disappearance, that detail suddenly became disturbing. Then came January 31st, the final confirmed night Elisa Lam was seen alive. Shortly before midnight, surveillance cameras captured her entering the hotel elevator, and within seconds, something feels wrong.
Elisa presses nearly every button inside the elevator, but the door refuses to close. She steps outside nervously, looks around repeatedly. At one point, she presses herself against the wall beside the elevator, as if hiding from someone nearby. Then she suddenly re-enters, leaves again, and begins making unusual gestures with her hands. The footage feels unsettling because Elisa doesn't appear intoxicated. She appears frightened, almost as if she sees something the camera cannot. Days later, police released the footage publicly, hoping someone might recognize her or provide information. Instead, the internet became obsessed with it. Millions of people slowed the video frame by frame, searching for clues. Some noticed strange delays in the timestamp. Others believed parts of the footage appeared edited or slowed down. Paranormal theories exploded online. Some viewers believed Elisa was communicating with an invisible figure. Others claimed the hotel itself was haunted. But while the internet debated ghosts and conspiracies, Elisa Lam was still missing. She stopped answering calls. She never contacted her parents again, and she failed to check out of the hotel. Police searched the building. Rooms were inspected. Employees were questioned. Search dogs were brought in, but nothing was found. It was as if Elisa had vanished inside the hotel itself. Then, nearly 3 weeks later, came the discovery on the rooftop, inside the water tank. The discovery answered one question, but created far more. How did Elisa reach the rooftop? Access to that area was supposedly restricted. Certain doors were locked. Some areas reportedly triggered alarms. And perhaps the most disturbing question of all, how did she enter the water tank? The lid was extremely heavy. Could she really have climbed inside alone? The mystery only deepened when internet users began targeting possible suspects. One man became the center of online accusations almost overnight. A heavy metal musician known online as Morbid. People discovered he had once stayed at the Cecil Hotel and created violent, horror-themed music videos. For internet detectives, that was enough. Thousands accused him of murder, despite no actual evidence connecting him to Elisa Lam. The accusations became so intense that the musician later claimed they destroyed his career and severely damaged his mental health. Investigators eventually confirmed he had no involvement in the case at all.
But by then, the internet had already decided he was guilty. As the investigation continued, more questions emerged. Search dogs reportedly failed to detect Elisa's scent near the rooftop during early searches. Reports about the water tank lid appeared inconsistent. Some statements claimed it was closed when her body was discovered. Others later suggested it may actually have been open. Every contradiction fueled more theories: murder, cover-ups, paranormal explanations, secret hotel involvement. Theories spread faster than facts. Eventually, authorities released the official conclusion. Elisa Lam's death was ruled an accidental drowning. Investigators believed bipolar disorder played a major role in the tragedy. Toxicology reports showed traces of her prescribed medication, but experts believed she may not have been taking them consistently during the trip. No confirmed evidence of assault was discovered. No proof of murder was officially found. And according to investigators, Elisa most likely entered the tank herself during a severe psychological episode. For some people, the explanation made sense. For others, it never did. Because even after all the reports, investigations, and expert opinions, the elevator footage still leaves behind a disturbing feeling difficult to explain logically. The fear in Elisa's movements, the empty hallway, the silence, and the terrifying reality that somewhere inside those final moments caught on camera, the truth may already exist, hidden in plain sight. Before you decide what really happened to Elisa Lam, watch the elevator footage one more time. Look carefully at her movements, the way she keeps looking into the hallway, the fear on her face. And then ask yourself one question. Was Elisa Lam truly alone that night inside the Cecil Hotel? Or was something else happening that the world still cannot fully explain? Even after all these years, the mystery remains unsolved in the minds of millions. And maybe that's what makes this case so terrifying. Because sometimes, the scariest mysteries are the ones that leave just enough questions unanswered. If you have your own theory about what happened to Elisa Lam, comment your thoughts below. And if you enjoy dark mysteries, psychological cases, true crime investigations, and unexplained stories, make sure to subscribe to Dark Frame for more videos like this. Because here, we don't just tell stories, we uncover the darkness hidden behind them.